Hello, hello. Hey, Sinistello. It is Wednesday afternoon, and we're going to pick up where we left off, which is cleaning up this commit. Yeah. And I think we did things sanely, I'm hoping. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. We got rid of the title from there, and that's fine. Adventure per choice or per choice with adventure. Okay, I should probably clarify what this is. This is a perk choice that has an adventure, e.g., for a battle perk or for hiring the adventurer. Call me Yoink Stello today. I prefer Yoinkistello. All right, there we go. Okay, let's keep looking through this. Got rid of that. Looks good. Battle perk party member. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is more like yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so what's going on here? This is choose battle perks tab. We now instantiate one of these and add everything. Pretty much the same thing here. I think that's fine. Okay. Yep. First choice as an adventure icon. Yeah. Okay, this is all pretty sensible. So why did I do this? Oh yeah. Add icon to the hire tab. The level is properly updated as you get battle perks. This should make it just that much easier to tell at a glance which adventurer you're hiring. Hey again, Flair. Okay, so this is done. When you show a battle perk for an adventurer that you don't have, the exclamation mark symbol shows up. After you hire it, it doesn't go away. Yeah, this isn't super important, but let's see if we can figure this out right now. So this one, there's an updated description thing. We don't ever change whether this thing should be showing. But yeah, we do need to change this. Unspent points indicator. Is this public? No, it's not. Thanks for the reply. Oh, yeah, of course. You're part of the community. Plus, I think it's cool that you're working on a game. I like the aesthetic of your game. I I've seen some cool projects over the years, and I don't know where I'm going with this because I was thinking about one specific scenario where this happened, but like someone actually kind of finished their game, they released it, it didn't really get the audience they wanted, then they kind of faded out of game dev. It's sad to see that sort of thing happen, and yet I think it's probably more often than not that's probably what happens for indie developers. I think there's so many expectations around game dev from the developer side, from the player side, from the markets side. It's a lot to manage. Okay, so we have no way of turning this off once it's been turned on. And this needs to happen too. So I think what we need to do here is say something like public void, maybe like, can't this just figure out? No, it hasn't. Okay, so like set has been hired, something like this. And then we put these things down here and call our new set has been hired. Or set has hired adventure. Set has hired adventure. Has hired, yeah. Hey, Chef Alton. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Mysterious. first Stella. It's Yoink Costello. Tough industry for sure. It is. It really is. And just the amount of time it takes to make something too. And then to have that thing be high quality. It's why I've always kind of like, I've seen a few gold rushes in my life. Basically, every app store that got created, there was a rush to just get things on the platform. And then if you were there first, you typically make more money than other people, or you at least had a better chance of it. Twitch at first, if you were streaming back in like 2010, you probably had a much easier time to grow back on Twitch. I don't know, a whole bunch of other things. And I never really capitalized on any of these. And I'm sure there's going to be another like 2 or 3 gold rushes. We're probably in an AI gold rush right now. And yet I'm still never in the like, I should capitalize on that. I keep doing what I just wanted to do. And yet I think it's nice to do what you want to do and have like a massive market force behind it. Hey, Max. I'm fully prepared for that outcome for myself. Yeah, I think it's, it's tough being prepared versus the actual reality of it. Like, this is kind of what I had been saying for Botland. Oh, it'll be nice to have players. It'll be nice to whatever. But there was like a grieving process when it ended. And I'm not saying it was as though someone died. I'm just saying I had to accept and move on past this thing. And the same thing even happened during Next Fest. I had expectations that I'd get like, plus 4,000 wish lists or something. And it didn't happen that way. And I'm glad it didn't happen that way now. It forced me to get better at marketing. And I think I have gotten better at marketing, and I've been treating it very seriously. Hey, Leap Year Girl. so many heart emojis. But this one has a little reptile in it. Or is that? I'm not sure if that's a reptile. Too small. Can't tell. Okay, so this set has hired adventure is what we need to call. Let's go figure out where we should call this from. Because I have this here. I don't think we even need to do this anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if we should make a battle perk UI. And it has a special init that knows what to do. Why do we even need the adventurer class here? We don't. This thing doesn't ever need it. Well, the party member does, so never mind. Whatever baby frogs are called, tadpoles. Marketing is the most difficult part of publishing a game. Hey, Darkstorm. I think marketing is very tough. Yeah. All right, I'm still debating on how I want to do this. Adventurer perk choice UI. So it has hired adventurer. So when we update the description, we update the level label. Shouldn't we just have an update that knows whether these things should be there or not? Man, for whatever reason, this has been like a brain blocker. Update level label. Set has hired adventurer. So yeah, whenever we update the description, I guess that's what we're doing. Okay. Party member dot. Oh, this doesn't need to do it at all. This is always going to be true. So we don't even need that to be there. In fact, couldn't we just do this? We initialize this thing. This does not have an init. We could call into it and then just, well, we call update description, don't we? Hold on a second. Let me take a look. This calls update description. Yes, which is virtual, which will then call into this thing. Yeah. So we can just do this. Set has hired adventurer. True. We set this so that the label never shows. Perfect. Okay, so now delete all this stuff. Delete probably this stuff. And go make a new battle perk UI thing. That when we initialize this has, this is only called from 2 locations, right? Yeah. Has hired. We're going to update the description on this thing, aren't we? Okay, let's go make the new scene. Yeah. So we're going to save this as a battle perk choice UI. Yeehaw. We're doing it. So now whatever got the parent of this, it's not needed anymore. And this can go somewhere over here. And I want to search for this now. Yeah, so this needs to change to battle perk choice UI. Battle perk choice UI. Now I guess we alphabetize this and put that there. Any other things that need to change? Yeah, this stuff. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. As hired adventurer does not exist here anymore. And I think we just don't even pass this in. It's almost like initializing it doesn't matter. It's almost like that. Yeah, so it has an adventurer class because we need this in order to set the label. Or in order to set the icon. Yeah, so I think we delete these things. And then this. And then change all of the constructors that we have. So this stuff goes away. All right. Nice. So set has hired adventurer is going to be this. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sometimes marketing is very successful and then people find out the product isn't worth their money. Yeah, that's true. Although in those cases, a lot of times you still end up making a lot of money. A friend of mine shared a game with me yesterday, and it looked kind of like a combination of Braid and Super Hot in terms of how it worked. But they shared a TikTok with me, and the TikTok had like just an absurd number of views and likes. And I just thought, man, the video itself didn't take very long for them to make. The game, yeah, is probably tough for them to make and come up with the idea and everything. But I'm not on TikTok at all. And if I were producing content, who knows? Skeleseller might have had, triple the number of wish lists already. Or maybe it would be exactly the same number. Maybe I'd be doing nothing on there. Who knows? But I feel like I'm limiting myself. Hey, the marketing branding is more than half the actual work in music. I think this is why it always depends on what your goals are. It's like if your goal is to make a ton of money, you pretty much need the marketing part. If your goal is just to share your music with people, I obviously that's still what marketing is, but you don't need as much of it, and you can still reach people and feel like you're getting the satisfaction and the impact. Yeah. All right, so this is battle perk choice. This is what's here. And we're going to set this bool has hired equals that as hired. Oh, I guess we're doing this every single time. What does this do? It's pretty simple stuff, right? Yeah, it's pretty simple stuff. Okay, I think we're done. Let's try it. I might have missed something though. Yeah. This has the wrong script, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. Well, then let's go fix that. Battle perk choice UI. Okay. So is it working? So these do not have exclamation marks. That's good. And then the battle perks show, I don't have the characters yet. Cleric and Golem. I need Cleric or Golem to show. It's just not happening. What are the odds of that? Okay, here they are. So this has an exclamation mark here, and this says 1. If I pick this now says 2 over here. Now we need to be offered the Cleric or Golem again. There it is. So Cleric, there's an exclamation mark. When I hire them, that should go away. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Yeah, great. Now I want to test Mage Spear Collar. Okay, so this has a tooltip. When we click the Mage, the tooltip goes away? No, it doesn't go away. Okay, okay, we gotta do that. Yeah, so this needs to be done like this. There. That should fix it. Most of my songs only ever reach 10 streams or so in a week. Then it's kind of sad. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you heard me talking about this earlier. I don't think you were here earlier, but 11 Labs just made a music AI thing. And it's very interesting to hear the quality of this. I'll link that in chat. If you scroll down to, where is it? Am I on a different page than I was on earlier? I think I am. Man, I can't find it. No, wait, no, that wasn't it then. I think I had to search for music. No, this should be it. Well, anyway, it's probably this. If you were to listen to some of these things, they're pretty impressive. Like having AI make this still, it's pretty neat. So it makes me wonder, like, will music get flooded by this sort of thing? Think of all those lo-fi, hip-hop, whatever YouTube channels are just supposed to be background listening. Like I can imagine AI making an entire like lifetime of music for you. It's just crazy to think about. And also there's something kind of intriguing about hearing music that will never be played again, but wasn't exactly improv. Rather it was like AI improv. Isn't it already being flooded with that? Spotify has AI artists dominating their listens right now. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mostly seek out music manually right now, so I'm not too aware of that. But that wasn't to say that it isn't happening. But it's definitely going to change things. Skitter Cat, 2 years. Thank you. Lori Wired made a thing that automatically generates AI music based on what you're doing on your screen. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Thank you for the resub, by the way. Yeah, lo-fi and synthwave channels. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess this is already a thing and I'm just a little out of the loop. Oh, this is not working. I did this backwards, didn't I? Yeah, so this is supposed to be string.empty. I love when the internet is full of garbage, making it harder for me to find things of value. Big fan. Have I seen any of your videos? No, I haven't. You know, this is one of the things I remember hearing about during Next Fest. People were like, if you went to Steam right now and you were to look at all the games, these are all games that Steam is pretty certain you're going to want to buy, or like that someone's going to want to buy, or they wouldn't put them on the front like 4 boxes on their page, right? So you start looking through some of these, they're like, these are games that are probably going to appeal to you or to general gamers. Next Fest does not work that way. Next Fest at first is like, here's just a game. Here's another game. Here's another game. We have no idea how it's going to do it. We're going to purposely show them to you randomly. I think it's the first 2 days of Next Fest work that way. And last Next Fest had like 2,500 games, or maybe even more. So you start to get a little worried, like, uh-oh, there's 2,500 quality games. They're not 2,500 quality games. There are probably like, I don't know, 2,000 trash games. And then within the last 500, it's probably a split of like, maybe 150 good games, and I'm making up numbers here, right? Maybe 350 like medium quality games, something like that. So it's like having garbage on the internet as a consumer is frustrating. Having garbage on the internet as a potential competitor, it's like, as long as the platform kind of sifts it out for you. I guess it's the same consumer problem. Did I fix this now? So if I choose battle perks, yeah, it says you have not hired this adventurer yet. Now when we hire them, the tooltip goes away. Perfect. Yeah, nice. All right. Well, I have not been a fan of making those sorts of changes, but thankfully they're going to come to an end pretty soon, I think, and hopefully we can just work on perks now. Yep, this is looking good. Ooh, that's not needed apparently. Yeah. Are these the same? What did I do here? This is now just an abstract base class. Yeah, this looks fine. We don't really need to store the adventurer class here, do we? What do we use this for? What do we use this for? We use it for update description. And that's it. Oh, these are pretty similar. Drat. Why do they have to be similar? That means I should refactor this. Battle perk choice UI. Yeah, they're practically identical. Okay, then let's combine these into the base class. Public override void update description. Do we need to call the base class for that? Yes, we do. And then we don't need to do the level stuff from here now. Nice. To the point where we could have just overridden this so that we had... Yeah, we could have overridden this. I probably should have. I'm not going to change this now. I'm sick of this commit. We're done with it. Spend tens of hours on a 3-minute track while some kid types in a prompt to generate something in 5 seconds. Very sad of what world we live in now. I think it's reframing the why behind any sort of creative endeavor. Because I can do the same thing with artwork, right? Well, no, I can't. Sorry. I don't know how to make artwork. So I can only do the, kid generating something in 5 seconds via a prompt. But by bypassing the entire creative process, the only reason that would be beneficial is if you just needed the art for something. And for a lot of places, like, I don't know, marketing copy, yeah, you don't really care about quality artwork. You care about, like, oh, it should look like 2 people in a room talking about something important. So it's like, oh, let's generate a stock image of that. We don't need to go take a photograph. But for artistic endeavors, it's different. For the satisfaction of having made art, it's different. But it all comes down to the individual making the thing. We're going to have a very different relationship with every creative endeavor in the future. Is there any overlap here? There's not. What? Golem. Oh, nice. Yeah, we have them. I still have not been offered the cleric or the mushroom. There's the mushroom. And so if we click that, this turns to 2. That's looking good. This doesn't have a tooltip. That's good. This has a tooltip that then goes away when we click this. Yeah, nice. Okay, everything's working great. I have a lot of thoughts. I think my brain is shutting down, so I'm going to try to spend the remaining part of my brain power on coding stuff in the next, like, hour and a half or so. All right, so what do we do here? Fix bug with battle perk indicator. It was showing even after you hired... No. If it showed up at first, it wouldn't go away after you'd hired the adventurer. Now it does. I make handmade art. There's absolutely no way AI can do that. Yeah, I suspect that a machine could probably do it. But I think it's kind of like machine-made clothing or something too. At some point, someone out there is just like, I need an article of clothing. And they could splurge on the cool-looking thing or the designer thing, or they could get the cheapest possible article of clothing. It's probably going to be some machine-made copy and paste, almost literally thing. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if AI will ever make clothing that is somehow unique. Just pumps out like 1,000 different designs and ships them to a store, and whatever people end up liking, it generates more of those or something. That could be kind of interesting. All right, so this bug is just not really worth fixing. Let's look into it super fast. Maybe I can figure out what's going wrong. Attempt to disconnect a non-existent connection. Signal pressed. Delegate invoke. Add points button. This can't be that hard to find, right? Pressed. Invoke click handler. So we don't delete these things, right? What is this? What causes this? Upgrading a shop display beyond 1 level will show this. This happens for all perks, not just the new ones. What? What do I mean by that? Does that mean if I click this button, it happens? Hang on, let me clear this. So if I click a button here, no, it does not happen. We have no errors here. What was I talking about? New perks. I don't remember when I wrote this. Is it here? Did it happen already? No. Have I clicked choose? No. What? Okay, I'm very confused. Upgrading a shop display beyond one level. Oh, beyond level 1. Okay, so it can't be that I... Okay, I see. So we need to pick another thing that's already level 1. So all of these are level 0. So we just need to keep doing... There we go. Seek food. So if I click that... Yep, it happens. Okie dokie. No, not bug fixed. Bug found. Meaning things items get put on? Yeah. Yeah. Sounds horrible. There are already heaps of clothing never worn and just dumped somewhere. The dumped somewhere part I don't like. I feel like you can donate a lot of those things. I think the same thing has kind of happened with food in different countries, where depending on the laws, you can donate food easily, or it's incredibly difficult to donate it. And it's like donating food should be easy. Well, I guess the flip side of that is it should also be high enough quality that people don't get sick from it. So how do we test this easily? We go to town generator and we just get rid of pretty much all of these things. And then just get warehouse storage, the most boring perk. So let's try running this. We're going to start with level 3 of this because it's going to only find this one perk and it's going to generate it 3 times, which bumps up to level 3. But since the max level 7, it'll hopefully repro the bug. So if I just... Oh, nice. It happens immediately, actually. And I'm guessing it'll happen again if I click the button. Hang on, let's clear it before I click the button. Does it happen? Yeah, okay, that'll make it easier. All right, so now we got to figure out what's causing this. So add points button, we know is over here. And it says disconnect a non-existent connection. So somewhere... Oh, we probably never have this thing enter the scene tree? No, it doesn't make sense, does it? No, it does make sense. There's a skill button made, but we never use it. Huh. Where is that? The perks tab? Something listens for... Hold on, it's not here. Something... I don't remember where this is, but something listens for when you get a town perk. Town perk... Oh god. I wrote town perk too many times. 113 results. I don't want to search through all of this. All right, well, you know what we could do? We could search for town perk dot star plus equals. How do you escape that in a regex? Like that? Aha! I think I found it. Aha! I did. Yeah, so I think it's this. This is somehow problematic. This tries to get a skill button, calls update label, or it adds a skill button. I think this is probably what's going wrong here. We remove the click handlers, but they never existed. That must be the problem right there. Attempt to disconnect a non-existent connection. So we already disconnected it when we did this. So when we add this, we need to remove it from here. But we don't have a skill button in this case, do we? Because we then fetch it. Move it to the beginning. Okay, I think this will fix it. Unfortunately, I don't know the best way to write this code without it taking an extra line. But I probably shouldn't be concerned about it taking an extra line then, huh? Can we just have this return a button? We probably could. Yeah, we probably could. Skill button equals that. So now skill button, remove click handlers, get rid of this, set this. Great, and then return this thing. So this needs to return a purchased, I guess just a skill button. Doesn't probably really matter. Although we know that it's a purchase skill button, why don't we just do that? And then return the thing. Seriously? Just return button. Okay. Yeah, let's try that out. Now we can say bug fixed easy. Somebody actually did it. It should have already stopped showing in the console. It did. So I put this over here and this over here and get a town perk and click this. Yeah, stop showing up. Okay, cool. That wasn't too bad. So we don't want to check in any of this file. Revert that. And yeah, the rest of this looks good. Fix bug with removing listeners multiple times. I needed to only call remove click handlers once per button. This is probably gonna break when I get to saving and loading. So let's write it in the saving and loading notes. Make sure we don't hit this bug. Make sure you can load a save file that already has level 1 of something, of a town perk. Make sure you can do this. Load a save file that has level 1, get level 2. Make sure there's no error about... Where's the error? About this. And if there is, this would come from whatever it is I just checked in. Can you do git or like diff last? Oh, nice. I wrote a thing for this. Nice. Look at that. So it's in all perks tree. All perks tree.chose perk. The problem is in all perks tree. Chose perk. Cool. Yeah, removing it shouldn't cause a problem. What was the error that it was saying? Attempt to disconnect a non-existent connection. Oh, the problem here is that it's not a C# only delegate. It's an actual Godot signal. So it's trying to do the underlying Godot calls here, connect and disconnect, and that is a problem. Yeah. Self-funding streams, so well done, Well, thank you. But I think it is not the norm to like game dev streams. But I appreciate that you're all here. You weirdos. All right, so all this stuff is done. Hooray! That means we can remove it from the list. All right, so now we're on this thing, cleanup. This isn't the most important task right now. What I did here is I made it so that in challenge mode, the starting number of customers is 3 on this line. And in the main game, it should be 2. So we want it to be 3 for challenge mode and 2 for regular mode. And it's not as simple as just making 2 constants here. So I'll probably work on that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just leave this on the list for now. Let's just bump this down the list for now. And maybe I'll write it for Thursday. I won't have time tonight to work on it, I guess. Friday should be launched to playtesters. And Thursday, make sure to clean up. Actually, should I? Why would I do that? Who cares? Is anyone going to play normal mode when I release this to playtesters? I guess they could. And I guess we do need to know that that's working fine. Fine. Fix this in case someone plays regular mode. Kind of crazy me using Google Docs to keep track of tasks. Yeah, I'm sort of debating on using Obsidian for this. Enough people have been asking about it, and I like Obsidian, and I use Obsidian already, that maybe I should just use it for this. Yeah, and feel free to ask more questions. I don't mind. I don't mind answering this stuff. I pretty much never mind good faith questions. I think there are some incredibly dense people out there. So there can be a good faith question that's asked repeatedly. That gets annoying. But yeah, as long as the same person's not asking the same question every day, I think it's fine. We have to keep specializations around. What is this? You don't have to keep specializations. Oh, yeah. The idea here was I can add as many specializations as I want. And whichever ones are unfun, we just delete. It's not like I'm committing to keeping these around. And specializations are very lightweight. So imagine these were classes in a video game and you made like a mage, a rogue, an archer, or whatever else. Like those are not easy to do. But this is like one function and one button. So we could make like 5 or 7 or 10 of these and just ask people which ones were the most fun for you. In fact, actually, that's something that I think would be really good to know. Yeah. I think I do want to track some choices at first, even if it's just which specializations you chose. Should I try the game again now? It's been a while. Probably on Friday. So everything I've been working on has been in challenge mode so far, and this is not accessible to anybody yet. Did I give you a Steam key, by the way? I don't remember if I gave you a Steam key. If I didn't, I'll write a note to myself to do that tomorrow. What's your favorite obscure C# feature? Oh, one of my favorites, this is really, it's not obscure, is if you do something like this. You don't need to specify these two things are identical. This is the new shortened constructor syntax. That's it. I think it's pretty neat. I like little things that are still pretty clear and let you cut down on your coding. But there's probably, I'd have to think about it for other things maybe. I'm trying to think what it might be. Oh, I also like the collection syntax that they have. Again, that's not really obscure. So you can just say like list of t something equals and then just define it like this. And same thing for the hash set. You don't need to type a new. You don't need to like have the type there again. It's pretty nice. The demo, I don't mind buying it though. Oh, it's not for sale yet. I need to give you a Steam key or else you won't have access. Give Skittercat a Steam key for the playtest version. Yeah, if anyone else wants access too, by the way, there's the link. Okay, what was I just talking about? Oh, specializations. Yeah, I had some ideas for specializations. So let's go add some of them in. Where did I write them down? There. Coded already, not coded. Start with a full warehouse and some items in the warehouse. I think that would be fun if we had the warehouse perk. I like the garbage slime one. I think that's kind of interesting. Start with 400 gold and 100 sludge. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try the garbage slime. What should we call it? Challenge mode. What do I even call this? New challenge run. That's what it is. Okay, close everything else. So we have farming, adventuring, industry. Farming, adventuring, industry. Garbage eating. It's got to be something like that. We could call it recycling if we want to be kind of nice about it. We could also just call it garbage slime. The specialization will probably be this. Start with the garbage slime and start with like 3 garbage slime perks. 3 specific ones. Garbage lover. That's your specialization. This is bad. I can't do that. Garbage enjoyer. Now that I could do. That's your specialization. Yeah. I like that. Okay, we're doing that. Take care, Skittercat. Thanks again for the resub, and I will reach out to you. Garbage lover is good. I don't know whether to trust Skittercat on this one. Garbage slime spec. Okay, so this is going to say garbage enjoyer. Tooltip is going to say start with the garbage slime. And then what are the 3 perks we should start you with? Faster hunger for sure. Auto eat. Yeah, I want this for sure. I think I want 1 level of critical eat. Maybe like level 2 of this and level 1 of this. But if you don't have auto eat, it's going to be kind of annoying, right? Maybe 1 level of each. Yeah, let's try that. Link performance got a lot better in one of the more recent updates. Okay, so now we need to know what the names of these things are. Because heck if I remember what they are. Seek food, food critic, and increased appetite. Seek food, food critic, and increased appetite. Okay, so we plug all these things into here. Start with these things. And in parentheses, this is auto eat items. Occasionally. Food critic is critically eat items. Occasionally. And increased appetite is get hungry faster. Yeah. Yeah, there. Okay, I like that. Let's plug that in. Okay. There it is. Now let's go code the garbage slime spec. So industry spec. We got to go make a new specialization. All right, garbage enjoyer. It's so stupid. Garbage enjoyer spec. Why is that red? No. Okay. All right, anywhere else the word industry shows up? Nope. And then wherever we link to this. Yep, looks good. Cool. So plug this in. This is garbage enjoyer. Set up garbage enjoyer specialization. Cool. Private void. Do that thing. So we want to give it those 3 perks. And we want to give you the garbage slime. Should be incredibly simple to do this. Yeah. Look at how easy this is. We just type in garbage slime. And then the 3 abilities that we have below. Recycler, faster hunger, critical eats, and auto eat. And that's it. Our specialization is done. This is why I said they're really low cost. Because that's all it took to add this. Garbage lover riot. All right, let's go try our new garbage thing and take care. Yeah, see ya. All right, so start with the garbage slime, start with increased appetite, get hungry faster, start with food critic, critically eat items occasionally, and start with seek food, auto eat items occasionally. Okay, so we click this and we click medium mode and we start a new run. And we should have a garbage slime. Yes. And we should have those 3 perks. Yep. And then we got 3 more perks because we start with 3 random perks. None of those help us right now. But I kind of want to try. Let's actually test this now. I just wasted a bunch of time. So we're not going to pick hard mode. And let's try our garbage enjoyer run. So we're going to start a battle. We're going to hire another adventurer immediately. And we're going to start another battle. And we're going to see how this run goes. We got well water, expanded weapon shop. Ooh, that's pretty nice. And more treasure stands. So we already benefit from one of the random perks. And then let's get another building. The farm would be really good. Nice. Okay, so the goal here is not to sell items. Well, it is to sell items, I guess, but it's also to put some of them occasionally in there. Ooh, critical eat. Nice. We got 6 gold right off the bat. Can't beat that. Hey, Laxon. Hey again, Goose. Wow, that's a lot of dog hair. It's a whole other Gus. Let's put some of these in here. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm liking Garbage Slime Enjoyer so far. It's not even called that. It's called Garbage Enjoyer. Even worse. I will choose a town perk now. Oh my goodness. These are all really good. I'm actually going to go with this one. I think this is a super powerful perk. Now, if only we got actual things, but the Paladin is trash and is taking 20 seconds to win a battle. Stupid Paladin. Huh. This run's already off to a pretty good start. I guess the Garbage Slime is kind of like a low tier thing. Ooh, that's nice. We got one item. All these are pretty good. Let's go with the quick move menu. All right, so we want to put this in there. And this will go into the shop. This will go into the tavern. This will go in the shop. This will go in there. Pretty good, pretty good. Table map drag. That might be an option eventually. We don't have space over there. Okay. We need more potions. We also could use something else, but what? Probably another adventurer. Ooh, let's go. All right, we don't have space for that. We do have space for that. We're about to have space for that. Nice. We got another worker. We are cruising. We are garbage enjoyers to the extreme. Oh, we can get another battle perk too. This is pretty decent. What does Holy Charge do? Get more light rays? I don't think that's really necessary. I think just doing more damage. Wow, both of these are great. I'm gonna take this one. Archer's gonna be popping off over there. All right. We don't have space for any of this stuff. Yeah, so let's send them into the next location. Just flee these battles. And send all of you into the volcano. Yeah, I don't have space for anything other than that. Okay. How are they faring? They're doing great. We can get this quest. Well, I will sell some potions first. Yeah, we have too many items. I feel like even the Garbage Slime can't really keep up. Let's get another building. I will get the Enchanter's Den, because let's try it. Why not? And let's make customers go faster. We don't have space there. We do have space for these things. I need town perks, like big time. This is all trash. Oh, let's go with that. That's not where I meant to put those things. But that's okay, and we can move them if we wanted to. All right, pretty nice. Let's keep getting more town perks. I'll go with this one. I think it's decent. And let's go with that. That should also let us win some battles faster. Put this at the upper right. We don't need that. We don't have space for that. Let's make customers go faster again. They're winning in 14 seconds. Pretty decent. We need farm upgrades. We need a lot of town upgrades. We're just not getting a lot of money yet. Although part of it's because I gave 7 potions into here. That's 70 gold. Alright, let's put one of those in there, one of those in there. We can put a dagger into the slime. It does not hurt him, don't worry. Alright, we can afford another town perk. Clear rocks for sure. Pretty good. Let's get our last quest item. Whoops, did not mean to put that over there. We can get another perk. Clear rocks again? Yeah, why not? Let's level up our adventurers. Do I have space for anything? I can't afford anything now. We should probably get another adventurer. That's 75. We should be there in pretty much no time. I should really remember the shortcut for that. It's 3. Do we have space for anything else? No. Harvesting 5 at once. So nice. Alright, let's get another perk. These all kind of suck. What does Holy Blessing do? Lower damage taken? I don't really think we need survivability. But we don't even have these other adventurers. Let's go for this one. No, you know what? Let's go for the... Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, let's go for the Paladin. Fine. I changed my mind. I want to try... Oh, my God, we're running out of items. No, 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 no. We lost them all. I was reading perks for too long. All right, we can afford another adventurer. Both of them are level 1. Let's go with the Witch Doctor. Hey, test user. You playing through full challenge mode? Yeah, I'm trying out the new garbage slime specialization. We have 6 harvestables, so free 6 gold. That's kind of big in the beginning. Harvestables? What do you mean? Oh, those. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to avoid those because I think the run should be played without them, at least in challenge mode at first. Okay, so we just got a new adventurer, but I haven't used them yet. We are missing a tiny bit of sludge. Oh, yeah, they're hardworking adventurers, too, so they actually transport things. This is why I really should prioritize getting adventurers. All right, but let's send all of them into the jungle. I don't know if they can win. And we're sending them in at, like, the 8-minute mark. Ooh, that's pretty nice. All right, let's get more weapon shop displays. Okay, now we're, like, maxed out on some stuff. Yeah, they're going to be able to win this easily. Just getting 4 adventurers is really all it takes. To the point where I wonder if, like, racing to that is the best strategy. Okay, I say easily, but they're taking a lot longer than I thought. We need to power them up a bit. Now let's click this spell. And we did not double our loot. It took 25 seconds. We can sell some of these gloves. Nice. Nice. I'm getting all the paladin buffs. I think the paladin's terrible. Let's see, because they've got a couple of skills now. And my thought process is, well, it will heal everybody, but it's probably bad. Expanded armor shop, that's pretty nice. All right, we're getting a lot of money from the garbage slime. I think that actually is pretty interesting. We need more customers. Ooh, look at what we got. More customers. Thank you. Let's double our loot again. Well, hopefully double our loot. Just use him as a worker? No. My dear paladin. Alright, whatever the most expensive item is, probably a weapon. We gotta... Ooh, wow, we actually double loot that time. I guess let's put the gloves in here. Oh, wait. I want that. No, 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 no. Put that in the tavern. Yeah. All right, we have space over there. Yeah, it's better to just sell these things to the garbage slime. You have a full-time job other than Skeleseller? No, this is the job. All right. We are... Whoa, we're raking in the money now. All right, definitely taking that. That's like the greatest one. Oh my god, both of these are really good. What do I pick? What do I pick? What do I pick? I think customer speed. No, I'm taking the rocks. We need more loot. I need more adventurers then. Let's get another adventurer. Let's get the mage. Let's just send the mage into their own party. Get something. Putting Skeleseller on your resume, what they think. This man knows what he's talking about. Yeah, with the quick move menu, with the amount of slots we have, I think it makes sense to have upgraded things this way. Oh, and we got another skeleton too. Yeah, definitely. Customers aren't going to know what hit him. I hire you as my intern. Wow, thanks. Oh, that person wants gloves. Oh, yeah. Rolling in money over here. Whoops, I just said we should hire adventurers, and I got this. All right, let's get this one. 14 gold tip. Loving it. The shop is full. They don't want potions? They don't want my bad potions. All right, another adventurer. Let's get the spirit caller. Now let's see if both of them can go take on the volcano. Probably not. Let's actually give them a battle perk first. They didn't get a battle perk. That's fine. Probably. I don't know, actually. Yeah, we need another adventurer still. And probably the fishing pond. My goodness, look at all this loot. What do we do with it all? I need the warehouse. 75 gold. I don't have that kind of money. What do they think I am? Some kind of skeleton seller? They lost. Okay, well, whatever. Turn into workers. You're better off that way. All right, looking good. Some licks from Gus's pay. I prefer money as pay. Hey, Jay. Go on LinkedIn and apply some more jobs. Worst website? Oh, I do not like LinkedIn. I'm with you on that. All right, we need more customers and we need them to move faster. I want another. Oh my god, 200. What are these outrageous prices? Well, at least we got the warehouse. And the garbage slime is providing quite a lot of money. In fact, that'd be a nice stat to surface to the user. We're getting too many pairs of gloves. What are you supposed to do with these? I could use the fishing pond, actually. Yeah, there. And that means we could change our party around a bit. Let's turn this off. Let's have the archer go fishing. Seems like the thing to do. So you go there and take the archer out of that party and put... Actually, no, put the spirit caller in. They can do that. All right, we need some farm upgrades. We need items that aren't armor items. What should I do next? Probably this. Both of these are pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. That's also pretty nice. Let's go with that one too. That way the slime automatically eats stuff on their own. Cool. Alright, we're a little clogged over here. Let's buy some more perks. Whoa, both of those are really good. Oh man, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh, you know what a perk idea is that I just thought of? In fact, maybe garbage slime mode just gives you this perk. Yeah, I should write this down. Playtest observations. Garbage slime mode or specialization should probably give you a perk where the slime offers a minimum of 2 gold instead of 1. Really prioritizes auto eating. All right, let's get this. Yeah, Witch Doctor, if you have Bursting Horde, I think is good to put them in there. Otherwise, I don't think they're very good. We have some space. Good. These gloves sell for a lot. We are rolling in money again. We only have 20 minutes left, though. We're 20% of the way toward the goal. We need that paladin to level up. Oh, we're taking that one. I'll go with well water, yeah. And food critic. Sounds good. Okay, we should probably hire another adventurer next. So let's save up our next 200 for that. Oh, we have a ton of crops to harvest. Yeah, it's just armor that we're clogged on. I get another battle perk though. we're just maxing out the paladin. Who cares? They're probably terrible. It's probably not a good idea, but it's not going to stop me. Will any of these grow by the time it makes it over here? Nope. Get rid of this, put this in the warehouse. Alright, are we closer to getting an adventurer? No, we are not. That'll get automatically eaten, this glove. Get it. Eat it. That over there. Okay, we have enough for another adventurer. You are just going to be a worker, so let's take the warrior. Get that. Alright, next thing we got to do is upgrade the town a bit and try to move on to the next area. I wonder if they can take it on already. Let's stop this battle. Get them some more battle perks. Let's just keep upgrading the paladin. I still feel like this is the best strategy, and I don't like that it feels like it's the best strategy to just keep upgrading one adventurer a lot. Yeah. Seems like the best strategy is to put all upgrades into a single adventurer. Maybe we should just offer them less. We could just offer higher level adventurers less often. That's not... Well, maybe that is a good idea. I don't know. They are beating this area. The paladin is really holding their own. Yeah, they won. Good for them. Good for them. And with it comes a flood of weapons that we can finally sell. Yeah, nice. Okay, so the demon helmets are going to go in here. That means we need bows. We can go get bows by sending the mage into the forest as our third battle. Yeah, I have quite the supply of items other than potions. Let's do that and sell this. It's 3. We actually almost have enough to hire another adventurer. How many do we have? 7? Wow. Alright, definitely want that over there. I have 15 minutes left and I'm at 24%. I don't know if we're going to make it. But it doesn't look like it. This is hard mode. I didn't test any of this out. It's possible this is too hard mode. Oh, these are all terrible. Auto casting's pretty decent. Let's get that. We could build... The only building we have remaining is the treasure room, which I don't think is going to help us. I'm not even sure it's worth it. Maybe if it came with some upgrades. This is for the tavern. We need bows still. I also need armor room storage. Yeah, like, these cloaks are just a waste. Let's just sell them all. There. Alright, town perks. These are... Oh, that one's pretty good. That's also pretty good. That's also pretty good. Okay, we got a few good perks. The UI should probably tell you how many of each perk you have. What if we change the hunger bar to be half at minimum? You mean like it can only go down to the halfway point? It's kind of interesting. It might... I'm not sure what the balance of the garbage time is going to end up being. We could just prevent the bar from going less than 50% hunger. Alright, we need this, this, and that. Okay, so we're done with that. We don't need the mage there anymore. The mage can start moving stuff around. So we've collected all of that we need. We need to sell some potions. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Oh, they want a demon helmet. Let's give them one. I think the money is more valuable than the quest progress at this point. Oh my god, 35 gold. I should be putting all those in there. 29 gold. They're going to go buy that, right? Yeah, I need some customer perks. I also need this and this. Both of these are good. Let's take that one. Customer speed. Taking it. 10 gold tip. That's not as much as I thought. Get that and that. Put those in the tavern. Alright, not too bad. I actually probably need more loot now. So I should just send these into battle somewhere. Let's put them here. And maybe hire another adventurer soon. Although the battle perks are going to be important. Yeah, I think there needs to be some way to buy sludge. I have 12 minutes left. I'm at 31%. I don't know if this is going to happen. We probably need to send him to a higher location. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. And let's take a tiny detour through the canyon. And that way they can kill the ogre. Yeah. Okay, their DPS is 100. It's not bad. These characters are definitely going to win this fight. They are overpowered for it. Let's see. That was fast. In fact, oh, we should get rid of that ourselves. No. All right, send these over to here with you. Give me that potion. 140 gold. Nice. Are they going to win this one? It certainly looks like it. They're not taking any damage. Yeah, too powerful. Alright, well there's another elite defeated, which is another weapon that sells for way too much. 270 gold. Okay, I've got a lot of gold now. Let's send these into an even higher location. Maybe they can beat that, maybe they can't, but I need to spend some money. Paladin, yes please. Expanded armor shop, that sounds pretty good, but actually so does this. Both of these are good. Let's take that one for now. Let's take that one. I'll take that one. Okay, we had a lot of money. Wow. Oh, look at all the items coming. Oh, man. Okay. I can't even sell all these things. All right, now I think we probably need to change where we're fighting. Also, we probably need to build up the warehouse a bit. We need a tiny bit more money for that. We're losing stuff. Put all these away. Warehouse? Warehouse? No warehouse. Yeah. Get another battle perk. Who's my main party? Not the mage or the archer. The spear caller is. That's decent. It's just not great. I think the spear caller is just not interesting to upgrade unless you're getting skills. Maybe we should steer them more towards skills. That might make them too powerful. I'm gonna go with this one, by the way. Let's go with that. Slime ate it. Probably shouldn't happen. The slime is not at max, so it's only got seed food level 2. Although I don't know where that is right now. Oh, wait. Why are the levels showing for this? That's not good. That's definitely not good. Okay, I gotta write that down. I think I know why that's happening. I think it's for things that are greater than level 1. I think it's only for skills that are greater than level 1. Thanks to my other fix. Fixing quotes. How many minutes do we have left? I think it's got to be getting close to the end. I have 8 minutes. Yeah, there should probably be some like alert. You've only got a certain amount of time left. We should alert the player when X minutes are left. Maybe once at 10 minutes and once at 5 minutes. Oh my god, look at all these items. Okay, stop this battle. Let's get some more workers on the job. Let's also turn that off for a second. We don't even have these things. I'm not going to try to get them right now. Do a voiceover. You've got 5 minutes left. Anything else we can get? That's actually pretty good. Okay, so what do we need right now? We need customers to go buy stuff. So let's get the customer spell. The enchanter is actually pretty interesting in this mode, because it lets you fix any of the imbalances you might have. And I like that. All right, we can... Oh, they're winning that location. I wonder if they can fight in the Inferno. I'd be incredibly surprised. They're not that powerful. 22, we can get another town perk. Max customers, let's go for it. Okay, how would you fare in the Inferno? Because we have 7 minutes left and we need a lot of loot. Probably you're all gonna die. Certainly looking that way. Unless the paladin is super tanky. But I don't think so. No. I don't know why I'm watching this. They're gonna die now. Goodbye, my party. Okay, let's send them to the waterways. I think this might be like the best bang for buck in the game right now. I also kind of think that the paladin isn't worth upgrading that much. I don't know. All right, what are we missing? I should probably at some point invest in this sort of thing. Yeah, I bet powering up the Witch Doctor a lot is actually a good strategy. Pretty sure you can do D4s. I can. I just think that they beat this a lot faster. I think it might be better. It's taking them 19 seconds. I think that's the problem with raising the paladin. That he's just bad. Do I have another quest I can get? Not really. I can't get fire swords. I've only got 6 minutes left here. Well, I think it's over. I think we lose. We made it to 53%. Let's see how much more we can make. I guess if we turn this off and stop trying to level people up, then we'll get more money. Actually, this will give us a decent amount of money. I think that's another thing that's not necessarily fun, which is toward the end of the game, you probably should turn off sludge/key acquisition to try to get more money. It's not really fun. I know how we could address that. I don't know if we should. We consider that to be a problem. Yeah, we're 57%, 5 minutes remaining. And we can still buy town perks. We can just go for the things that are going to make our town make more money, like this. And that. Yeah. Yeah, they're buying everything. We're actually cruising right now. Look at this, 60%. We need 10% per minute. And then everything will be fine. We should probably send more characters in the battle because I can just do this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's send in, and we don't need the archer there either. Let's send all our remaining adventurers into here and see if they can beat it. I don't know where they started the battle. Here, yeah. Are they getting enough? Oh, they're winning. They're winning for sure. Actually pretty powerful. Just get rid of these items. Okay, so that's quite a lot. Whoops, I did not mean to close that. Oh my god, look at all these items. Can't do anything with all of that. Expanded weapon shop, sure. Expanded warehouse, definitely. Because all this stuff's going to disappear. Maybe starting another battle was actually a bad idea. We're making a lot of sales. If we could just get more customers again, or even faster customers. Oh, that's what we should be. Yeah, that's what we should be doing. Shopping spree. Let's go for that one. They're doing pretty well. I'll go for that one. Oh, customer speed. Nice. All right, go, my customer swarm. Buy everything. All right, we need weapons restocked. I needed to get more armors. We have a ton of armors. We're only finding the good stuff now, though. We need 30% more. It's gonna be close. Max mana will help. That'll make customers move faster. This person wants a blue potion. Can we get it for them? Let's see if we can. They'll pay a lot. And it'll free up another customer slot. There's a blue potion. Nice. Now let them run over there and don't anyone else take it. You better not. Good. 24 gold tip. Perfect. Can I afford another battle perk? I actually can. We don't really need any of this. Swift shoes. None of this matters. 77%. We're out of weapons. That person wants a yellow potion. We've got a yellow potion. Come on, that's okay. I planned for that. I put that there. Nice. We need 20% more money. I don't think it's gonna happen. Also, I got the wrong perk there. I should have gotten the shiny loot. So many selling sounds going on. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. They want another blue potion. Let's get them one. They win these battles so fast. There you go. Go get it. Yeah. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We have 36 seconds and we're at 86%. So close. 88%. $89. Now we need more loot. I should have changed to this. Can't do anything about it now. 15 seconds left. Alright, well, let's just do this. Dump all our remaining items into the garbage slime. Get as much money as we can for them. We lose. 92%. Not too bad. Let me take a picture. Focus on a customer, follow and maybe generate a small story with speech bubbles. Yeah, I wanted to add more flavor to customers. I think it is potentially not going to happen at this point just because of how close we are to being done with stuff. Should we reserve the item display once it's targeted? There are probably little things like that we can do. I could just make it so that customers buy more stuff. And then we don't even need to fix their logic. We could just increase their chance to buy. Okay, so this made me think of a bunch of little things as I was playing. Because the other observation that I have is, at least in hard mode, the treasure room doesn't seem worth it. Really makes me think that events are necessary. There could be an event like build a treasure room so that if you have it, you get a huge boost. Or maybe something like get 3 treasure room perks. Yeah, you can see we're almost at 100% in the background there. I'm going to let this get to 100% because I want to see what happens. Nothing. Okay. It should be nothing. So we got 7 adventurers, 5 buildings. We got 52 town perks. I spent a lot of my money on that. Normally I have more battle perks. Yeah. That was interesting though. I think this all started with me just making a specialization. I think Garbage Enjoyer is a good specialization. Let's maybe add one more. I love the business failed screen. Yeah. How's it going, Matt? All right, what other specialization did I want to add? Start with the full warehouse. Is the enchanter one interesting? I mean, if all the specializations are just start with different buildings, yeah, we could have one that says start with the enchanter, and they've got like level 3 mana. I wonder what would be the most interesting perks to give you. The enchanter just been working. Good. Because yeah, I think getting level 3 of this would be really cool. You start with 900 mana, and you get 7 per second, which means you can cast a new spell every roughly a minute, and they last for 30 seconds. So you've got like 50% uptime on spells. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that. Maybe nobody likes this one, but I'm still gonna do it. Take care, Plam. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Enchanting spec. Start with the enchanter. Start with more mana level 3. More maxed mana and faster mana recovery. There we go. Hey, Spheroforia, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Happy raid time. How's the stream? How's everyone doing? We are adding more specializations into challenge mode over here. So we're just about to add enchanting as a specialization. Maybe we should call it farmer, adventurer, industrialist, garbage enjoyer, enchanter. I'll write that in the polishing. But I'm going to code this really fast, and then I'll show you what it is we're working on. Where's the polished stuff? Yeah, so consider changing specs to farmer, adventurer, industrialist, garbage enjoyer, and enchanter, rather than continuous verbs. I'm a bit of a garbage enjoyer myself, smug face. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we're going to code this. Should be good. So this is enchanting spec, specialization ID. Enchanting equals 5. Coding this should take very, very little time. There we go. And private void this. Okay, so we are going to give you the enchanter, and we're going to give you more mana. What's it called? What is it called? Mana crystal? Mana crystal. Well, we want to give you this 3 times. I wonder if that works. Actually, have not tried that. And somehow I messed that up. Cool. So that's it. That's the code. And it doesn't work yet. One more thing we need to do. No, wait, it does work. No, because of that. Enchanting spec. Okay, let's try it. So this has now been coded. You should now be able to start with the enchanter and level 3 mana crystal, whatever. So if I go over to here and click this, it says start with the enchanter, start with more mana, level 3. Okay, let's pick hard mode, sure. And now in the perks, we should see, yep, level 3. And our crystals should say level 3, yeah, 900 mana, I mean. And if we cast a spell, it should go up by 7 at a time. Yeah, nice. All right, so that's the enchanting spec. I guess given how trivially easy it is to add more specs, we could add another couple. I think starting with the treasure room would be kind of interesting. Oh yeah, I said I'd show off the game. Let me actually show off the game. So if you've seen me intro the game before, you've seen me talk about that the basic form of the game is you send adventurers into battle, they fight automatically, they collect items, and then you sell those items in your town. That is still true, but in challenge mode, the big difference is that any choice you would have made in the game is now presented as a set of 3 options that you choose from. So rather than saying, I'm going to build the warehouse, you say, I want to build something, and maybe you get offered the warehouse, but maybe not. So typical roguelike offerings here. So we're going to pick the farm this time, and we get the farm. So now any weapons, or sorry, any potions that we find, we can bring to this extractor and plant seeds. So we got a couple potions, let's put those in. We got some armors, let's put those over there. And we got some weapons, we'll sell those here. Well, this is specifically for challenge mode. So the main game is still what you're used to. And the reason challenge mode exists is for replayability. I don't think many people would have been like, oh man, I just beat the entire game. It took me 5 hours. Let me play it again. There's just not that much you do differently the second time around. So challenge mode changes like all of your decisions you'd make. I'm just going to cheat here. But when you buy a perk, for example, it's which adventurer do you want to level up? I don't even have these adventurers. So like maybe I pick this one because it's the best ability or because it's the best stats. And then when I go to hire an adventurer, when I'm offered the witch doctor finally, which I was not, then I might be like, oh cool, I leveled them up a bunch, so they're a good choice. So I think it's cool to see this and to have different options here. And the next big thing we've got to do, which we're probably going to spend like a minimum of maybe 4 hours doing, is adding a bunch more perks. Just have infinite exponential scaling. Doesn't really work for you. Yeah, I don't want to go that route, at least. I think it would potentially work. It's just, it would do what every other game does. And I think this is a very interesting twist on an idle-ish game, is to have a challenge mode where it's like, yeah, you have 43 minutes left, and if you don't get 7,500 gold, then you lose. Imagine we had Steam achievements for finishing the game on each spec, extending the playtime even more. Yeah, and imagine that instead of, like, this is totally just a temporary thing for now. The idea was that you would have something like Slay the Spire, where it says choose a level, and they're only levels that you already have beaten. So like if you've only ever played regular mode, you'd see something like this. And level 1 might say something like minus 10 minutes to win. And level 2 might say something like, you know, minus whatever, or plus 10% enemy strength or something like that. And then maybe this is minus 5% income, and maybe this is some other thing. And so by the time you're at level 5, it's like you've stacked all of these difficulty modifiers. We could put those challenges on each one of these specializations. So like enchanting has you go through 5 slightly different things than the other ones have you go through. Nothing wrong with a very enjoyable 3-hour journey. Not everything needs to be 6,000 hours. Hey, Rosa, I agree with you, but I think that a lot of people look at it in terms of what's your dollar per, or your enjoyment per dollar. And if a game is $10 and it gives you, let's say, 5 hours of enjoyment, people are going to be like, oh, this was nice, but the price should be lower. Like, that's just the nature of Steam reviews. And it's unfortunate, but that's what happens. And people are going to be like, here's what you could do to extend it, and here's what other games do. And it's like, if you don't want to do what other games do, then you're resigning yourself to a lifetime of, I'm going to get negative reviews saying the thing I've heard a million times that I don't want to do for a certain reason. And it's a shame. But anyway, that's why we're making challenge mode, because that way the people who liked the game and are like, you know what, challenge mode is fun, I'll play it once or twice, sure, they should be happy. And then the people who really like challenge mode, they can keep going again and again and again and try different things, and we can add new difficulty things and modifiers and perks. And Better than any movie. Yeah, but gamers are somewhat entitled on this front. Besides giving you the perks to make it more interesting. I think the specializations are what should make it slightly unique. We could do something else that's maybe even more unique. Like for adventuring, maybe we say like every adventurer gets an extra skill point whenever they would get a skill point. But it's not going to be drastically unique. It's not going to be like, hey, you can't build the treasure room, for example. And if it is, then we need to stop you. We need to like, I don't know, yeah, stop you from needing that. Are all specializations unlocked, or do you have to do something to unlock it? This is such an early version of challenge mode that nothing you see here is really set in stone, but the plan was to unlock them all at first. So you just get to pick whatever you want to do. But I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out. So here's the main goal. Today, I think, is mostly done. So we're not probably gonna get too much work done. Tomorrow is gonna be mostly adding perks and any like last minute polish. And then Friday is going to be launch this to playtesters. So this can go any number of ways. Either they love it, in which case we go full steam ahead. They like it, in which case we figure out how to improve it. Or they hate it, in which case we Command A and delete all code files. So I'm hoping it's one of these two scenarios. Ideally, obviously, that they just love it right off the get-go, right off the bat. And that we can just keep working on this. Because there's a lot of other stuff I have not coded. As an example, you cannot save challenge mode and load it. You should be able to eventually. It's just I didn't put any work into that yet. So you can't save and load. There's just 2 difficulties. There's just 5 specializations. There's just whatever number of perks that were pretty much already in the game. So like we need to expand a lot of those things. And yeah, people are liking it, then of course I'm going to do that. But if people don't like it, I got to figure it out. Hey, Lay. Yeah, Stardew and Terraria are really gold standards for indie games. And both of them have impressive update histories. It's like they could have just stopped, started working on a new game, and everyone probably still would have been happy. I don't think there would have been any bad blood. But they just kept going. And it's impressive, but they both made so much money that it's like, yeah, why not do it? It's like if Skeleseller somehow made $50 million or something, yeah, I'd do free updates for a very long time. That's the kind of money that you don't really need to think, is this worth my time anymore? But in a more realistic sense, if it makes like $50,000, it's like, I'm not going to make any free updates probably, or maybe I will for a month or 2, but then I'm going to probably stop. And that's just the economics of game dev. Again, I've been in engineering for long enough. I've worked at big companies enough that I know what this time would have been worth working at a bigger company. You'd have almost complete job security. You'd be getting paid even if you're on weekends and not streaming and you're sick, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're getting a salary, right? So games need to not necessarily compete with that as a profession, but it's always at least a consideration. And I'd like to explore other things too. I mean, it all depends on how much people like Skeleseller. 10 plus years of development to 1.0. Yeah, and it's done pretty well, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, overwhelmingly positive. And 10,000 reviews. So the general rule of thumb is to multiply by somewhere between 30 to 50. And that's how many sales you would have gotten. So in this case, we have 10,000. Let's say it's times 40 times, oh my God, it's $30. Okay. So this is probably how much money they made, which is 12 million. You know, that's first of all, that's net, not, or sorry, that's gross, not net. And also that's an estimation. So probably when all is said and done, it was, you know, still a multi-million-dollar feat. It's pretty good. And the sad fact that by all means, I wish you sell that much, $50 million, not spending money for game development. Those that can do it by themselves, it's awesome, but hire a couple more people and that flies by fast. Yeah, I think it all depends on what kind of game you're making, what the budget is for that game. Like if you look at a Terraria style game, the assets for this can be pumped out pretty quickly. Like a block is what, 8 by 8 pixels or 16 by 16. That's not too crazy. The NPCs are, you know, a few frames of animation. But then you read about, what was it, like Tekken 6 or something? Tekken, whatever the newest Tekken is. what is the new Tekken 8? Tekken 8, they talked about their stage costs for like $150,000 per stage to make. Yeah, oh, $500,000 to make a stage. That's crazy, right? $500,000 to make a stage in a video game. And it's because of all the environments, the animations, the custom sound you need to do, the design for all that stuff. Hey, Neil Cromer. Yeah, so I think for Skeleseller, it's like, okay, if it does well, then tacking stuff on is not going to be too crazy. But, yeah. Okay, so let's maybe code one more specialization. What do we already have? Start with the enchanter and some upgrades. I don't like the warehouse idea. Actually, do I? Maybe I do. What if... what if there's a specialization called storage enthusiast, and you start around the storage enthusiast, and your shops and your warehouse are like maxed out, but you start with no money. I think you need to start with items, if nothing else. There's no penalty vast enough to overcome the massive benefit you'd be getting by having what was equivalent to like 16 perks. Yeah, one max customer, something like that. That would be a big slap in the face, by the way. Like, hey, you have all this storage and you have no way to sell your items. I feel guilty that I turn on game settings a little low now. Just think a million into a level and I'm like, I don't want to see it. Well, it's probably just that you value performance, and I'm guessing you don't have like a top-end computer to capitalize on that performance and still see all the nice things. One max customer and stingy. I do love the idea of a specialization called storage enthusiast. I don't know how we can do this exactly. So it's probably start with a warehouse and get warehouse storage level 1, armor storage level 1, and maybe weapon storage level 1. I think that's pretty good. Your potion shop would still only have 2 displays, but you have more use for potions than anything else. I like this. Let's do this. Yeah. Storage spec. Start with the warehouse. And now we just need to get the right names for these things. So what is it called? It's called expanded warehouse. Start with expanded warehouse. Do we type levels into here? I don't remember. Yes, we do. Level 1. This doesn't say anything. This says level 1. This does not say levels. So level 1. Level 1. Level 1. All right, enchanting spec says level 3. This needs to say level 1. Now, obviously, that's more warehouse storage, but we're still going to write it in parentheses. More warehouse storage. And then what are the other ones called? Armor. I guess it's shop storage. Armor storage. What do I call this? What is it called? Armor. Maybe it's not called storage. I don't know what I called this. Layers, shop, displays. Ah, I see. All right, expanded armor shop and expanded weapon shop. That's what we're going to give you. More armor shop storage, and just copy paste this and write weapon. Okay, so that's it for the UI. Now we need to go code it. Oh wait, no, we got to call this storage enthusiast. Done. Okay. To be fair, having a game mode that's completely cursed just for fun would be amazing. I think some people would probably like it. I'll write it down in the ideas section. Maybe have a cursed mode that is a bunch of trade-offs and probably isn't fun. Maybe it's actually idle mode. Like start with 0 gold, start with 1 customer. It depends on how fast you can get this run off the ground though. Like you might just get the garbage slime and then it's not that cursed. Maybe like garbage slime offers 50% normal money amounts. Slimes are evil. Yeah, expanding the storage every so often I think could be interesting. We could have time-based perks, e.g. do X every Y minutes. X could be something like expand warehouse storage. You would benefit from getting these perks early on. I think we do need something along those lines. So I want to write this down in here. Time-based perks, ones that are good to pick early on. Could be interesting to change up your runs. It could be an event that we add, e.g. pick a time-based perk. Oh, wait, let me finish coding this though. So we have storage enthusiast. And then we go find this. Void. Okay. So now you start with the warehouse and we give you more warehouse, more armor displays, and weapon displays. And we should make sure this is in the same order that we have in here. Warehouse, armor, weapon. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I think it actually gets stacked in reverse order. All right, and then the one last part we got to modify is the UI. Let's go do that. Storage spec. Oops. Okay, should be coded. Let's go try it. Time to take the Skeleseller hoodie off. Sweltering in here now. Always freezing after lunch. And it takes like an hour and a half or so. Start getting very toasty again. All right, return to title, challenge mode, storage enthusiast. Start with the warehouse. Start with expanded warehouse level 1. Expanded armor shop level 1. Start with expanded weapon shop level 1. Okay, so let's get that. Let's take a look. Does it work? We should have 2 rows. Good. And we have 4 and 4. Oh, we have 6 there. Did I have that? Is that there twice? How did that happen? Oh, I know how it happened, because we must have gotten it another time. Yeah, there it is. Expanded weapon shop level 2. And we technically got expanded potion shop, so this is really storage enthusiast. Also, treasure stands. This is random. It happened to pick 3 storage related perks, which is insanely lucky if you are truly a storage enthusiast. So the whole point of this mode is that now whatever items you find, so I probably want to hire another adventurer. Now whatever items you find, you can actually store and then pick between. It's like, maybe you care about this, maybe not. These battles are gonna take forever. It's not even gonna use that quickly. We need another adventurer, so we need 50 gold. I'll play this run for a little bit. Yeah, I think money to sludge is what you'd want to do. I don't think you'd want to convert sludge to money because you're already converting money to sludge in the first place. All right, so we are really lax on workers right now. We have all the storage in the world, though. Worst adventurer starting combo. The Witch Doctor is not as bad as the Paladin. But yeah, they're taking quite a long time to win. How long is it? 43 seconds. But we're not losing any items. How long are they taking to win? Probably also a crazy amount of time. But we'll get another adventurer soon. Yeah, 24 seconds. Yeah, this is the cursed run. I just need to race to 50 gold. Yeah, man. I don't think I've shared my origin, so I probably won't be doing that. Oh, this person wants a cloak. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Okay, we got a cloak. And we got some of these. And now we're out of space. So we can dump the extra potions into here. Nice, that tip should be worth it. Good. Now we can hire another adventurer. Any damage dealer. Yep, nice. And now we'll get an absurd amount of items. Because this is what usually happens in the game. You already end up with too many items right around now. And this is no different. We have a lot that we can move around. Nice. Okay, now we can afford some town perks, some battle perks. Let's get a new building, though. The farm is great. Let's dump some potions into there. Actually, storage enthusiast is kind of nice. I've got space for everything. We need more customers. We don't have any of these things. So this is not helpful. I don't even know what to go for. Probably this one. Alright. Dump all this stuff into here. We got 1 carrot. We can afford another town perk. What I really need is a way for more customers to enter the town. They are buying stuff. Let's send all our adventurers into the next location. Now let's get another worker. Nice. All right, go into the volcano. I'm not going to play out this whole run. I just want to see how it starts. And it starts interestingly enough, I guess. Good. Good. That person wants a potion. They've got plenty. All right, yeah. I think this is fine. That's decent. That's probably even better. Okay. All right, so we added a bunch of specializations. I kind of like that. I also think maybe it might be nice to do like a chaos specialization where we just say you get 8 random perks. Yeah, I think we'll do that one too. How about this? I'll take a break and then we'll code that. Code the chaos specialization where you just get maybe 8 random perks. Maybe think about the value a bit. Including the 3 that everyone gets. No, that's bad. It's got to be more than 8 then. 10 including the 3 that everyone gets. Yeah, okay. But I will be back in a little bit. Is it jump time? It's jump time. Okay, again, for those who haven't seen this, you can just type join in Twitch chat, and you can play by jumping J and a number. You can see J30 moves to the right, and J-45 moves to the left. So try that out, have fun, try to make it to the top. I'll be back in a little bit. Hello again. Hope you all had fun. By the way, at the end of these screens, you can still join if you want to and jump around. So if I type join right now and then like J -15. Hang on, I forgot to close the door though. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Close the game. Sorry, Prophet, that was a bad time for me to say that. All right, so we're going to code chaos specialization. Yeah, let's go code that really fast. Chaos spec. Chaos. Start with 7 random perks. In addition to the 3 you get from every specialization. I don't know if this is fun. Yeah, I don't know if this is fun. Whatever. All right, so chaos spec. Let's go add that in. Specialization, chaos equals 7. Code this one here first, chaos. And then code this in. Oh, wait, what am I doing? There we go. All right, so seed perks gives you a bunch of perks and then also says which random perks you get. So what we could do is we could just change this to be 10. Alternatively, we could call this again and just not have it print a message. I'm not sure what I prefer. I'm not sure what I prefer. You know what we could do? How about this? I think this makes the most sense. If... Where do we get the specialization ID? Title screen, challenge mode configuration, that. Yeah, so if specialization ID is equal to chaos, then... Why is that not a thing? Oh, there we go. Then set up set up 10 perks. Or maybe num random perks plus 7. And then just don't even have this. So this does nothing. At which point there's no real reason for it to exist. Intentionally empty due to providing random perks which happen in a different spot so that we consolidate the output to the player. Cool, let's try that. People find a way to make it fun. Well, I mean, I think some people would enjoy this sort of thing. It's almost like you're not making a choice. So let's try it out. We click chaos. Start with 7 random town perks in addition to the 3 you get from every specialization. 3 you get from every, I think with every. Where is that? 3 you get with every specialization. Okay, we're not going to restart the game for that though. All right, start a new challenge run. So it should say in here what you get. Yeah, that's quite a lot. I think this is just too much reading. You really have to know at a glance what these things do. I guess you can read them whenever you want. It's kind of interesting. We got more potion shop displays. We got more weapon shop displays. Our workers move a little bit faster, I think. Our adventurers act as workers. Yeah, this is neat. Let's try another couple runs and just see what happens. And we got a couple level 2 abilities. Let's do it again. We should get a level 3 every so often. That hasn't happened yet. Which means it must be pretty rare. Oh, wait, no, it must be impossible. Wait, maybe it's not impossible. No, it can't be impossible. If we got level 2, it's not impossible to get level 3. It's just rare. Wow, we got several level 2s that time. All right, I want to do this until I get a level 3. How rare is it? It's been like 6 tries so far. 7. I'll try 3 more times. Yeah, it's not going to happen, I think. This is the second try, and this is the final try. Huh. Why is that so rare? I think we have 50 perks. So it's like 1 out of 50 times 1 out of 50 times 1 out of 50, except for not really. But that's for any one choice. And you get 10 choices. And as I mentioned, it's a little bit more complex than that, because some of these cap out at 1. But anyway, yeah, it's probably fleetingly rare. I mean, we tried 10 times, right? 10 attempts at this. So it's less than a 10% chance, probably. It's not a large enough sample size to say for sure. It's not worth messing around with, but let's go check that in. I almost clicked the wrong button there. So we added in, what, 4 more specializations? Chaos? We should write that down. Design, specializations, chaos. Start with random perks. Starting with more customers would be kind of interesting. You know, it might be, I should write this down. When it comes to difficulty, it may be a better idea to have difficulties per specialization, maybe even tailored to that specialization. Okay, I kind of like this idea. Like maybe farming mode, or that's not even called farming mode, farming specialization can change the game even further and then make item sales. Maybe you can even power up the profession, the specialization. Okay, let me write this down in the to do, because we got to think about this. Figure out how we want to do this. An idea struck me just before finishing phase 1. It may be better to have difficulties per specialization, maybe even tailored to that specialization. So like farming specialization level 1 would be, I guess, just the spec as written. And then farming specialization level 2 would be +2 perks, but like minus 20% item sales. No idea how this would work. And then level 3 would be like, this would be farming perks, I guess. Level 3 would be +4 farming perks and minus 20% item sales and -1 customer. Could allow you to drop any item into the extractor, yeah. Even allow for any item to go into the extractor, or only allow potions to drop. I kind of like that idea of tailor-made difficulty levels. If we do this, re-rolling perks or preventing certain perks is probably very important. You may get weapon shop upgrades offered when weapons don't even exist, in which case you'd be bummed. Yeah, if you could re-roll, then I think that'd be good. I kind of like that idea. Like level 3 allows for re-rolling perks, level 2 something else, and then every specialization that we have some, yeah, tailor-made difficulty levels. And we maybe have like an easy, medium, hard, and maybe like an impossible. So just 4 difficulty levels. And we'd expect that almost everybody could beat easy. Maybe easy is open by default. I'll write some of this stuff down. Maybe beating regular mode would probably open easy mode or level 1 for all specializations. Then you have to progress serially. within a spec. Yeah, I could see that being interesting. So this is good. Let's go check this in. So I had 4 more specializations. Yeah. They're relatively cheap to make and should make it so that at least a few will resonate with players, with any particular player. If they're not fun, then we can always drop them. Yeah. Yeah, it was simple to code. We have the system. Ooh. All right. So where do we leave off here? This bug isn't necessarily even worth fixing yet. Yeah, this stuff doesn't really matter. This is kind of important. I could see this mattering. I should tell you how much of each perk building adventurer you have. Toward the end of the game, you should probably turn off. It's not really fun. We could change this so that item acquisition. No, that wouldn't work. We could change it so that putting an item into an extractor / grinder gives you some portion of the value toward challenge mode completion. That could potentially work. Because, yeah, one of the problems of the game right now, well, problem, I use that kind of loosely because I don't know for sure it's a real problem, but I think it's kind of a problem because it's mixed incentives here. When you unlock a particular building, so I started with a farm, every potion I put in here, that's 3 gold I just kind of wasted. Not really, I got a seed out of it, right? And then here I get 2 seeds. But you can see my gold, it says I've got 0 gold. So toward the end of the game, when you got very little time remaining, it's like, all right, I guess I turn this off and I just stop getting wisdom sludge. And I don't think that's a fun way to play the game. Especially, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe we just defer this. Probably best to defer this question till we have more certainty around challenge mode. I could see the real fix being that we add the ability to buy wisdom sludge with gold. That way you can turn off the machines and still get some benefit that isn't just town perks. Alright, what else? Treasure room doesn't seem worth it. Coding more perks. So I think this is the most important thing to do tomorrow. What is this? Let's just have the self-reporting for now. This cleanup probably should happen. Yeah, so release to playtesters better happen on Friday. That's my goal. Yeah, that's my goal. I think it's doable. What date is Friday? August 8th? August 8th. First launch to playtesters. All right, what's needed after that? What's phase 2 all about? Add difficulty modifiers, run history, improve balance. My goodness. Save files, then polish. Yeah, God, this is gonna take all of August. I'm okay with that idea that it takes all of August as long as people are liking it. Again, ideally, people love this idea. They're like, this is great. This is exactly what Skeleseller needed. The game is a cohesive combination of systems. I am a happy camper. That's what I want everyone to say word for word. Are you working on it on your own? Well, challenge mode so far, yeah. But the game overall, no. Yeah, the list is huge. I think we can get done with a lot of it in August. I think some of it, like the polished stuff, is stuff we'll probably bounce around afterward. Excuse me, there's some other tasks I wanted to get done with too. Yeah. Well, the specializations we're done with. And to keep specializations around. So yeah, not consider adding more perks. Add more perks. Yeah, I want there to be a healthy selection. Yeah, we've got enough systems in place where I'm hoping this goes well. Maybe we should shortlist what the perks are right now. This is kind of done. Spend sludge on something that costs gold or vice versa. Yeah, I think it's got to be that you spend gold on sludge. Allows spending gold to get sludge. Or maybe just to get battle perks. No real reason to get gold, to convert sludge to gold, because it essentially takes gold to begin with. But all the code was written by you and another guy, two other people. Yeah. Yeah, Darkstorm and Kevin. Customers tip more critical sales. I kind of like the critical sales idea. It's sort of the same as shiny loot. The point where I'm not really sure it's worth doing. Regenerating faster after a battle. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what perks we're gonna add for this stuff. I like the warehouse interest one. I think that's pretty good. I think that having something like this in your town perks would be weird. Okay, grant a new worker. I've got a couple at least. Let's write down the couple that I know about. Go to the to-do list. So add more perks. Warehouse interest. Add another worker. Worker via town perk. This would bypass having to do a quest. Item stacking. Item stacking can help out quite a lot. But I think doing it in phase 1 is going to be too difficult. I added this already, didn't I? Didn't I do that? Yeah, innate keys. I forgot about that. Fill all treasure stands with new chests. It's kind of interesting. I never thought about town perks not really being abilities, but being just bonuses. Doubles the storage on first level. Well, the idea was that the old item stacking, as it's coded now, at least, is like double everything. Worker efficiency, customer purchasing power, storage space. The proposed change is it's per item display or split by category at the very least. So it'd be like potion stacking, armor stacking, weapon stacking, and maybe like purchasing a whole stack at once. This is not what the name of the perk would be, but otherwise, the way everyone said that they expected it to work is that if there were, let's say, 10 items stacked here and a customer walks over, they're buying one. So it would double the storage, but it wouldn't make them buy 10 items at a time. But I don't know if we need to start with that. Yeah, auto eating from the warehouse I think could potentially be good. Garbage slime auto eating from the warehouse when at max hunger. What do we have? Fishing. Fishing auto create fish. Farm. Auto harvesting. Add extractor efficiency. Make the whole game faster. Perk idea, items last longer than ground. Chance to get rare items. Oh yeah, location modifications. Get more items in a particular location. Or maybe across the board. Or maybe certain items are worth more. Get sludge every time you choose a perk. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it turns out I don't have very many ideas for this stuff, huh? What do we have? 6 of these? Didn't I come up with another idea or two as I was playing? Maybe I did not. Nope. I thought I wrote them somewhere though. Maybe they're in the general ideas section. Any perk that has multiple levels could just get more of those levels. Any mega upgrades we had thought of, like sell every item in the shop at once. Specific loot upgrades. I think it would be kind of cool to have something like that. Like every time you cast a certain spell, there's a chance that there's some knock-on effect. Like every time you cast Shopping Frenzy, there's a chance it just sells everything in your shops. Not sure. Do I have any other ones written on this list? I thought I did. I apparently do not. Oh, this is bleaker than I thought. Yeah. That's too bad. Yeah. Well, I think adding 6 more at least is probably enough. And then once we get item stacking in, I think that'll help too. I also think making the treasure system more appealing somehow would be nice. Store makes more space to stack cans. Do you buy the whole stack? Yes. If they put 100 items on top of each other, I'm going to drain my wallet and buy all 100 items. Yeah, I think we do need to change item stacking. Item stacking has historically been a just super powerful perk, even in the base game. The base game also needs to change it. And I got to think about how that's going to work. Changing it per shop is probably pretty easy, and maybe that's a good first step. Yeah. Maybe we do that. Maybe add in item stacking per shop. Maybe change it even in the base game so that customers don't buy every single item at once. So the main goal for tomorrow is going to be add perks and then these things in the afternoon. And then in the evening, I'm going to do marketing work and maybe post an update. Go back to the item display upgrade from a while ago. Well, I think one of the other ideas I had was, what if item displays themselves just had a Boolean for like, is item stacking on or off? It could potentially be very easy to do. I didn't even look into this. But somewhere in here, we check about item stacking. Yeah, here it is. Get max stack size. So when you drop off an item, we could just tell what the stack size is for this thing. And I'm guessing will accept item knows about this. Yeah. Yeah, so we could just have it work for the current... We could just have it work for the current item display. This should be very easy. Do you have a CS major? Yeah. Yeah, I think the per display thing could be fine. Per category could be fine. I don't know what I prefer. Or per display. Neither would be particularly hard to code. All right, if we did all of that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a few. Not sure it's that interesting. Maybe it's just that you get more items of a certain type. Or that rare items can drop. I don't know what this would have to be for it to be an interesting decision. Just having items be worth more is maybe all we need. Maybe critical purchases is important. It's kind of just what tipping is, though. Maybe make customers tip occasionally, even when they don't desire an item. It's a way of adding crits. Probably should stop my character from showing up. Yeah, well, we'll add as many things as we can. I guess we'll find out on Friday if it was good enough. The big question that I've had over and over and over has been, when you finish a run, what makes you want to come back to this menu and start a new run? And it's the thought that your new run is going to be fun. I mean, that's a very, very high level. But the level right beneath that is that the run will probably be different from your existing run. And this is where I think the difficulty levels will help a bit. Because if you didn't manage to beat the existing run, then it being different is just you getting further in it. Excuse me. Another polish thing is that this should probably remember which thing you had selected last. Remember which specialization and difficulty you had selected last. Maybe remember the difficulty per specialization. Well, we've gotten through a lot. The archive to-do list is up to 20 pages of finished tasks. It's pretty good. Kind of crazy. All right, what time is it? It's 3:46. I think I've streamed for longer than 6 hours today. Yeah, although kind of barely. It's been 32 minutes longer. But I think that's it for today. So tomorrow will just be a morning stream. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I just try to kickstart my day. It might be about 2 hours. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4, depending on how much I'm getting done and how important I think the stream is to getting stuff done. But that's it for today. Let's go find someone to raid. Wow, I am following a ton of people. All right, let's raid a new person. So here we go. Same category and English. Oh, I don't know why that happens. All right, and we're looking for someone we're not following because I follow all the people that I raid, and someone who's got less than about an hour of uptime. Oh no, no! I'm just about to end my stream. Gorman? Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I am sorry. I hope you had a good stream. I'll write myself a note to check out your stream. Maybe in the evening tomorrow. I'll just copy paste this. Yeah, check out their stream. I'm guessing you're in game dev as well. Hello. I was just looking for someone to raid. My general criteria is that they're in the same category, that I'm not already following them because I haven't already rated them before, and that they don't have a very long uptime. Spend some time working on hexagrid algorithms. Oh, cool. Thank you. Offload the responsibility of choosing a target to Adam. Were they also struggling with choosing a target? I've got some pretty strict criteria though. So like this person would be suitable, but they've got a BRB thing up. I'm also, it sounds like they're just playing games. Yeah. Does anyone else have less than an hour of uptime that I'm not following? Wow. I guess no one really starts in the middle. Oh, hey, cool. We can see your preview. Hex grids, paths, and sites. Looks neat. Yeah, neat. Trouble finding people. Just don't like running into anyone's stream. Yeah, I'm torn on raids now. Like, to some extent, they sort of feel like a chore to do, to like start a raid. And then kind of stick around for long enough. If it's a new person, I'm like, okay, what's their project? I should take an interest and be there. And on the receiving end of raids, I feel like raids have changed a lot over the course of time on Twitch. That now it's sort of expected, so everyone drops off really quickly, whereas before they just dropped off quickly. And it just, I don't know. Yeah, feels a little weird. Do try to chat for a bit. Yeah, and I think that's good. And I try to do that every once in a while too. I just feel like after you were streaming for what, like 5 hours? Yeah, after streaming for 5 hours, it's like, do you want to spend more time on Twitch? I'll go. I'll take the raid. Take care, Lantern Kick. Yeah. By the way, for those wondering what's going on here, I'll link my game really fast. It's Skeleseller. That's the music you're hearing in the background, which I'll turn off. It is playable now. There's a demo. It's about 2 hours long. It's been pretty well received. There are. Oh, hey, there's a new review. Nice. I'll have to read that. I'll check that out later. Yeah, anyway, I'll let that play. Some smaller streams prefer to not even get raided. Change the mood in the chat. Makes choosing even harder if you have more views. Well, they can disable raids if they want to. I feel like I've never raided someone and have them seem annoyed. And I've been on Twitch for like 10 years, so I think I would have seen it by now. So at least in the game dev and software category, it doesn't seem like that happens often. And I'm not actually sure how many times I've tried raiding someone and they haven't allowed it. I don't think that's ever happened. Anyway, I'm kind of convincing myself I don't want to do this process. So let's go raid someone I'm already following. Yeah, who has the lowest uptime on my list? Let's go with OlgoDev. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. If you do want to check out the game, like I said, the link is up there on Steam. If you want to join Discord, I'll be back online tomorrow. I'll just be doing a morning stream. And Faramond, I will check out your stream tomorrow too. So thank you for the raid. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. And goodbye, everyone.